Let's go.
All right, so the second part of the day and this afternoon is we're gonna have a bit of discussions with people that obviously have made it in Dubai in the fitness world, but also people that used social media and technology to up their game. Fundamentally, social media is tech, and building up your fan base, using social media, whatever it is, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, this is a growth, and it has made you become who you've become. So first and foremost, for anyone that doesn't know Ahmed Sam, could you please maybe tell us a little bit about yourself?
First of all, thank you for having me here. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming to support. LFG in the house. Love you guys. So my name is Ahmed Sam. I am a Dubai fitness coach. I am a community builder and a community leader. I founded LFG Dubai a year ago, and we've grown the community to about 900 people, amazing people. And we host run sessions, boot camp sessions, and we take people from zero to competition.
Yeah, and that is exactly when I had met you over the phone, that's exactly what you said. You said, my philosophy is zero to competition. So on that basis, what is the core of your philosophy, and how did you, end up here? Yeah, what's your backstory? How did you end up building such a big community? 900 people. I mean, that's bigger than my village. So can you share a little bit of insight on that?
So the idea that I always had was empowerment. I always wanted to empower people, taking them out of their comfort zone and making sure that they have a support system, having a safe space where they can flourish and be themselves. And coming from an engineering background, I studied mechanical engineering for 5 years. I worked in the corporate industry for 4.5 years. I made that shift to fitness full time because I saw there was a gap in how fitness coaching is and how not so accessible it is for people. So I wanted to bridge the gap and make it more safe and empowering people to go from zero to breakthrough.
I'm going to go off gear a little bit because I didn't know that you were originally an engineer, and that's quite impressive. A lot of people, I think, in Dubai or a lot of youth around the world are trying to break through from what they, initially had in mind. How did you take that leap of faith? That's what it is, essentially. You took the leap of faith. Yeah. How did you do that? And what's your recommendation on how to do that?
How I did that was first following my passion. I did that on the side. So I was working a 9 to 5 and a 5 to 9. And at some point, I had to analyze and calculate my risks before going into that industry, making sure that I know what I'm getting myself into and not doing any just jumping the gun without thinking. So it was a lot of thought process. It took about 2 years for me to make that jump. And I always recommend anyone, if they want to follow their passion and do it full time and be their own, boss, to really calculate everything financially, your environment, what you're going to do, like having a backup. So it's not easy and not anyone can do it. You need to really look at your circumstances and calculate. So that's coming from an engineering background, it's all about calculation. So that's what I did.
Well, yeah, don't jump unless you know where you're landing. Exactly. That's the first rule of life.
Exactly.
But yeah, jump, because you have one life to live, right?
You only live once.
There we go. So LFG, you want to tell us what LFG stands for?
Yeah, everyone knows.
Tell us what LFG stands for, because it's a community that he's built.
I mean, I think everyone knows what LFG really stands for.
All right, okay.
But legally, it stands for lift, focus, and grind.
Okay.
Lift is the physical aspect. Focus is the mental aspect, because we are big advocates of mental health. And grind is the hustle behind the drive. We always go up and down in life, but as long as you keep pushing and being consistent, you're putting in the grind. So that is behind LFG.
So he didn't go register in the real what LFG was, right? That's what you registered as. But you know what? LFG.
LFG, baby!
Cool. And so what does it look like today? Like if you could describe the LFG community from the moment you wake up, just a regular day until the moment you sleep, how does it look like?
So I'm very blessed to have amazing people in this community. We're about, like I said, 900 people now, strong, curated WhatsApp community. Everyone is engaging with each other, and we incorporate tech and data-driven coaching in our programs. We have two touch points in a week. We have the Wednesday runs and we have the Sunday boot camps. So our runs are about 100 plus people. It's for free. It's at Kite Beach. People come in. Some are shy, majority of them are beginners. So we have a good base of people, strong ambassadors who help them, including myself, pushing them just 1% every single week, getting them consistent. And then once they get to the next step and they feel a bit more confident and more comfortable with us, they come into the boot camps. The boot camps is a 1-hour session where we take them a full body routine, all fitness levels, beginners, intermediates, advanced, and throughout the week, either they're doing their own thing, getting inspiration, feeling empowered by our community in our WhatsApp chats and our social media and Instagram, TikTok, or they're going through our programs where we take them for preparing them for a marathon, preparing them for High Rocks. We took 66 people to High Rocks Abu Dhabi and Sharjah for the first time. And now we're going to be taking people for their first marathon, full marathon, 42 kilometers, where they started, by the way, from 3 to 5 kilometers in a span of a year in December 13. So everything, it's just the whole ecosystem is revolving around tech and social media. We love to keep track, be accountable, and just motivate each other through our runs, our workouts, stats like calories, stats like distances, heart rates, zones, stuff like that. So that's mainly how it looks like in our LFG ecosystem. Just people empowering each other and lifting each other up.
So you have a WhatsApp group.
Yes.
And that's how you communicate with one another. You cheer each other on. So this run club phenomena in Dubai, at least.
Yeah.
I used to jog 2 years ago on Kite Beach when I used to come on vacation.
Yeah.
And there was about like 50 runners the whole morning. And I went to Kite Beach just a couple of weeks back with a croissant in my hand and my Birkenstocks, and I felt really out of place.
I remember you told me that.
And I was like, what am I doing here? Everyone looked so good running.
Yeah.
What happened? Like this spike of run clubs, and like it's literally a movement.
Yeah.
How because you were born in Dubai, right? So
born in America, yeah.
you were born in
I grew
America,
up
but
here.
you grew up in Dubai. So you saw the rise of the not obsession, but the infatuation with fitness and running and being fit.
Yeah.
How would talk about pre that and now what's happening, and what's your thoughts on that?
Living here all my life in Dubai, I saw the shift ever since COVID happened. People became more self-aware about their health ever since we got locked down. And ever since the gates opened, everyone was more into self-development, mentally and physically. And now there's a shift with the newer generation, especially the Gen Zs, where they look at communities in the healthy aspect rather than the clubbing scene. Majority of them want to better themselves mentally and physically. You know that majority of people are into fitness because of the mental health side of things. And I believe now, because of the day and age of how social media is really rapidly, having a lot of standards, people are inspired, or people are also trying to, match that level, trying to reach a certain goal that they have. So the shift happens when people see that other people are, people come for people. And that's why the trend of run clubs now are mainly towards self-development and a healthy environment rather than self-destruction, you can say, with like, clubbing, the bad habits that people used to do in our age back in the days. So, yeah.
So I'm actually going to ask you a question because I'm quite interested in it. You have a community of 900 people. So you've kind of built this social responsibility, right? People not only look up to you, they confide in you. They ask you questions. You motivate them on a daily basis. You're kind of like their Northern Star, if you will. What happens when they're feeling down? Do you also have that responsibility as Ahmed Sam and LFG to be like, LFG, wake up, let's go. I wasn't going to say the middle word because that's not what the community is called. Let's do this, grind. Like, do you have that responsibility? And like, how do you handle that? Because it's not easy. 900 people rely on you.
I used to take it upon myself to really be there for everyone mentally and in their personal life, because I believe that is the true coaching. That is my philosophy and my approach. But I'm so blessed and so grateful that I attracted people with the same mindset who either once was low and I picked them up and now they're paying it forward, or people who already came in having that same mentality as me and wanting to empower other people. So now I have a good, strong base of people. It's like a chain reaction of helping each other mentally. So if anyone is feeling down, anyone was demotivated, anyone was going up and then had a crash, we always support them, not only myself, but the whole team behind. And it's just paying it forward for everybody in the ecosystem, you can say.
You have people that love you.
Yeah.
Like that's impressive. So you obviously have a very good energy. You support people, and yeah, that's lucky. Honestly, you're lucky, and that's blessed. So yeah, and you train from Gen Z all the way to parents. I don't even know what that generation is called.
Millennials, you could say.
Older than millennial. I'm a millennial.
Yeah.
Older than millennial. So how do you mix that? How is that like? How does that work for you? And do they come together?
So yes, in our run clubs and our boot camps, we have majority of them are Gen Z, but we do have people who are in their 30s, in their 40s, and I believe age is just a number. I think it's all about the energy that you bring to the table and the maturity you have. So we're very lucky and blessed that we have good, mature, individuals in our group, and we don't allow any bad energy. We have standards, we have a code of conduct. We set the standard. So it's all about our leaders in the group setting the tone and setting the standard for our community, being respectful. And that's why I think it's easy for the millennials to mesh with the Gen Z and vice versa. Obviously, they have their own preferences, they have their own tastes, etc. But again, at the end of the day, it comes down to respect.
Absolutely. All right, so I'm gonna take it back to tech now a little bit.
Yeah.
First and foremost, you're an ambassador of Puma, am I right?
Yes, that is correct.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, we partner with Puma.
Puma.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how has tech, and tech meaning the data that you collect, the correlations that you make between a runner and, I don't know, the weather, I don't know how you use it, but you use it in some way. Yeah. How has that and how has social media changed the game for you?
Tech has been a big blessing for all the fitness coaches because it made it much more accessible for us as coaches and for our members or clients or the community in tracking data and tracking metrics to improve themselves. So especially Gen Z, they're more tech-driven than the millennials, as we know. So it's more about, the question is not about if they use tech, it's about which tool do they use to better themselves in their performance. And we use wearables like Apple Watch, Garmin, Whoop, and that allows us to track data and metrics such as our heart rate, to know which zones we are in, to track our sleep, to track our steps, to track our recovery, calories burnt, distances that we've ran. And we use a social media aspect to motivate each other, keep each other accountable, inspire other people. And there's an app, a cool app called Strava. Every runner knows about Strava now. And this is very interesting because just the other day we were trying to plan a route in Dubai to run 35 kilometers. And we were asking, like, where do we run? And we can't Google that. So we were thinking about different routes in Marina, Nada Sheba, Jumeirah, and we used Strava to map it out depending on the kilometers that we want. And that was very insightful for us, and it helped us run 35 kilometers. So if we didn't...
35 kilometers?
Yeah. Well, I mean, my team did. I was injured, so...
Isn't
yeah.
that a lot?
We're, like I said, we're doing ADNOC December 13. That's 42 kilometers. These guys, they ran 1 year ago.
42 kilometers.
These guys, their maximum was 5 kilometers.
Are you all runners?
All of them are. All of them are. Yeah.
Okay.
They started from 0 to 5 kilometers. Now we're doing 42 kilometers, inshallah. Yeah.
Can I ask you guys something in the crowd?
Yeah.
What is it that keeps you guys so involved together? Like what? Like it's impressive how much you.
Yusuf, come take the mic.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Yusuf, first
Nice
of all.
to meet you, Yusuf.
I'm an LFG ambassador.
Okay.
I want to just touch down on a point that he was talking about. When he was saying about the empowerment, right? And when I speak about LFG, I'm really gonna say this. It's empowering real people, right? That's our slogan. And when it comes to Ahmed Sam, honestly, he empowered me, okay? And just as he said, it's a chain reaction, right? He empowered me when I first joined in October 2024, right? I felt so empowered that someone really believed in me, right? And I feel like all of us take it upon ourselves to really push the next person, right? So when you really go through these things together, like competitions, runs, 35 kilometers, high rocks, whatever it is, right? You really build a strong connection towards each other. And I feel like I really didn't know like most of these people, right? But we all became like one family. It's all because of like the amount of trust and empowerment that we give each other, right? At the end of the day. And I just want to say thank you to Ahmed Sam and thank you to LFG and thank you for having us.
No, absolutely. I want to share something small. Yesterday or the day before, there was a panel about investing in sports tech, and all four of the panelists said when we as investors look at what we're investing in, first and foremost, it's the person. Always. And the same way people are investing in a tech company is the same way you are investing in these people. And they're investing in you back. So kudos to you for doing such a thing. And this is super, impressive. Before we start closing up, I always like to ask, what word of advice would you give to the next generation of athletes, or not just athletes, people that just love sports in general in Dubai, and then how to utilize themselves and make it into a business? A lot of people actually want to be coaches. A lot of people want to be physical trainers or physiotherapists. What's that word of advice? How to monetize it? How did you do it? And
My biggest advice is to surround yourself with mentors. And take advice from people that you want to be like, because everyone has an opinion, everyone has advice to give, but you take the ones that matter the most. And the only reason why I'm here today is because I was humble enough to just put my head down, do the work, and take all the advice I was given by my mentors. And that is the only reason why we are successful, because I listen. So that's my biggest advice. I can tell everyone just, follow your passion, follow your dreams, do what you want, blah, blah, blah. But anyone can do that, but it's all about consistency. And to be consistent, you need to always keep learning, always keep, driving for success. So that is my number one advice. Be humble, put your head down, and listen to the advice from your mentors.
Amazing. If you don't use it, you lose it. Guys, Ahmed, it was so nice to meet you. Thank you to the front row for being amazing. And Ahmed Sam, follow him on Instagram, join the LFG community.
Yeah, you can follow us on Instagram. It's at LFG Dubai. We host run sessions every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. at Kite Beach, and boot camps, group workouts for all levels every Sunday at 12:15 p.m. Just message us on Instagram with Level Up, and we'll take care of you. Thank you so much, team.